Kingsley, it looks like the war against Galamsey, we are nowhere near winning. Because, I mean, well, the government has made some moves, like, meeting the CSOs and telling us how they are going to intensify the fight, and even you hear the military high command telling us how they were going to go after the financiers, their assigns, and, those they work with and all of that. So that should give you some sense of relief. But if you look on the ground, and what eco-conscious people are saying is that, no, look, our water bodies are still embedded with heavy metals. And there are even research that shows that even our gari and other staple foods are not safe anymore. But I look at this government. This is a government that looks like, look, we welcome all voice of dissent. We are ready to face this fight. Yet in that same vein, it looks like there is nothing being done. Like, how does this work?
Obiya Boa, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Obiya Boa. See, I'm disappointed, and that is even an understatement. See, politicians will always be politicians, and I'll keep saying that politicians never learn. Tell me the two biggest issues we used to vote in 2024.
Well, oral was one of them. Galamsey is also
Forget oral. Things that affect us personally.
The economy.
The economy.
Bread and butter issue.
And for a long time, Galamsey hasn't been in the top 5 of the things Ghanaians look at to vote. And in 2024, it was part of, if not top 3, it was part of the top 3.
Right.
That we used to vote to bring this government into power. But I'm actually disappointed in this current administration. Yes, early days yet, but you see, Agrobeswa, it is 9 months, and the utterances from the likes of Stan Dogbe, the likes of Sam George, the likes of even the Lance Minister, is not encouraging. They are not. The president himself, he's playing with this thing. And you see, I keep saying that your goodwill is always like a white shirt. And some of these little things are going to stain them. And if we continue like this, in a year to come, you'll be very unpopular and you ask yourself what you did wrong. Right now, you stabilize the CD. We are fine. You see the pressure the Galamsey thing is mounting. And because right now, you have money, but you are going to buy poison. Then where did we go or did we come?
Just so people be clear on what we are saying, Kenneth Ashigbey, who is also very vocal about the fight against Galamsey, made a post about seeing Galamsey activities happening on the Simpa Township, where the road that leads to Takwa, from Takwa to Takrade. And he calls out the government that, the MCE there must be checked and all of that. And Stan Dogbe actually says that when he and his MPP folks were in power for 8 years, we didn't see this same energy, and calling that he should be constructive in his criticism, right? But you see, this is my fear. How is it that we reduce national issue of national concern and national crisis to partisan? Because look, when this water is poisoning our rivers and is coming for us, it's not coming for who is in party colors, but it is coming from every Ghanaian. So is it the case that whoever stands and speaks truth to power is now a political crime or a political culprit? That shouldn't be the case.
I agree with you. And sometimes I ask myself, when you assume certain political office like the one Stan Dogbe is occupying now, there are some things you don't even have to comment on them.
I agree.
Just see it and pass. Ken Ashigbey has been advocating since 2017 or 2018, as far as I can remember. And you are telling me that today you are making it look like he belongs to MPP or belongs to another group that is just trying to give this or make this party
even in any case, even if he belongs to MPP and NDC, at a time when we are facing a crisis that face us as a people nationally, and then you look at whether that statement actually is the true representation of the government. Why am I saying that? This is a government whose president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has actually urged these CEOs to keep on the advocacy and put this government under pressure. So if you, the chief of staff, you come out and give out this statement, then what you are not doing any good to the president.
You see,
because this is a president who clearly wants you to put pressure and then advocate for the fight, and then you come making statements like this.
I disagree. The president is not giving any. You see, what we say in our informal conversations, fanfula.
Okay.
Mr. President John Dramani Mahama is fanfooling all Ghanaians. I'm on fire, but I don't do anything. Oh, keep talking. Keep putting the pressure. Who are we supposed to put the pressure on? Is it not you? We are putting pressure. You are also joining us to put pressure on who? We are supposed to give you pressure to act. And then when we tell you, keep putting pressure. Keep putting pressure on who?
You had a government who would not even hold. Master, hold on, I'm coming. I'm making a point.
Do you know why I'm not even letting you make that point?
Okay.
If we continue like this, then it means we'll go around in circles. At some point in Ghana last year, when we wanted the Akufo-Addo to take a decision, UTAG wanted to go on strike. Everybody joined in. They were giving him pressure. He didn't do. That's why we voted his government out. How long can we keep going back to someone didn't do something? You have the position now. I will say and continue to say again, some judge said they can fight Galamsey. Government can fight Galamsey in 5 days. Today, when you ask them, then they are talking big English. You have the power now. So why do we keep going back? So should we bring Nano Akufo-Addo and his government back to power and take all of you out? Is that what we are saying? See, we are all hypocrites, and we'll die.
So you see, we are trying to establish whether truly this government is really interested in fighting this menace as they say.
They are not.
And this is a government whose leader, back in 8 years, we didn't have a leader tell us that we should put pressure on them and all of that. So let me say that where there is a little bit of success, let's recognize that.
Mediocrity never helped anybody.
Of course, it never did. It never did.
I keep telling you that before President Mahama came back as president, he had a plan for Galamsey, true or false.
True.
He stood on campaign platforms and gave us roadmap as to how Akufo-Addo can curb Galamsey. True or false?
True.
So why is he not implementing them?
So exactly, and we are all calling that he implements it.
When
so
you call, he will also call you to keep calling. Then we'll call and there'll be nothing done to solve this thing. Now there's a whole railway line that we are mining under. People are sleeping in homes and they are mining under their bedrooms. They are not even aware. If they are aware too, and they've also done, because some people will not have anywhere to go anyway.
You see, Kingsley,
it's dangerous.
You see, Kingsley, there are others who pretend to be fighting against Galamsey, and there are others who are truly fighting against Galamsey.
At this point,
and I tell you this, it's not going to be the situation of you call me to order, call me to, and then this one to call me.
Yes.
No, it's not going to be that, because why am I saying this? Even Awula, who is part of the eco-science conscious people, is saying that, look, 9 months down the line, we still don't have any hotline. You gave us hotline. So these are people who would always call the government to book. But the point I'm trying to make is, whoever is making the government look like we don't listen to voice of dissent is not doing this government any good, or this fight any good. I mean, whoever wants to make this government look like they don't listen to voice of dissent is not doing the government any good, because now people are not happy even with what EPA is proposing, that they need 200,000 US dollars to engage in a new technology they call the nano liquid technology, where they will purify our water, with chemicals, and people are saying, if you go in that route, then you are actually killing the fight. You are trivializing the fight against Galamsey.
Yes, because we are not fighting the root cause. Right now, it's almost as if you can pollute the water, then we treat it later. So it's fine for you to continue polluting the water. The NDC government's in power now. This is not why we voted for you. This is not why Ghanaians voted for you. Personally, I saw something on social media and I think I agree with that person perfectly. It's about time MPP and NDC sit around a table, around the table, and discuss this Galamsey thing. Because we live in a country where if one government is not doing well, that's when another political party feels like it's time to trumpet it more. Because we saw it when CSOs were giving Akufo-Addo pressure to declare state of emergency.
Right.
We saw how NDC was happily backing some of these calls, right?
Yeah,
but today, when we talk, you tell us keep talking. When we talk, keep talking. That's not freedom of speech. Show working, show action. Action speaks louder than words. You get opportunity, you should keep the advocacy going on. The advocacy should be coming to you, and you are telling me I should keep doing the advocacy. So I talk, you talk. I talk, you talk. I talk, you talk. Then the both water bodies are being polluted.
Well, Mr. President,
until one politician's daughter or somebody is giving birth to, and then there's no ear and there's one nose missing, a nose hole missing, you know that there's a need for you to do some of these things.
Yeah, because
you have family members living in Ghana.
Our Gary is not safe anymore. That's the only food that needs no advertisement. And now there is at risk.
Right now you are doing healthy living, but you are chewing mercury.
How?
We are piling mercury up in the name of I'm eating carrots, I'm eating this. They are all from the soil.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous.
That's it.
Yes, so when you exercise, mercury tiny.
But honestly,
it's true. It's
yes,
not funny.
Yes, it's not.
It's someone's reality in some mining area.
True. It's not.
Even the mining, if we are doing this mining and we are taking care of the people in that mining, some of the mining areas are like some 1940 villages. How can they be sitting on these precious minerals and not even have access to good water, didn't have access to good hospitals, and they are always sick?
Yeah. And for me, most importantly, I think what Ken Ashigbey spoke about, the mining activities going on in the Simpa Township, at least the president should call the MCE to book, because if you keep quiet on something like this, then Mr. President, you as well, you are complicit. So it is important that, the chiefs and people, they have to be accountable for where they live in. All of them should be roped in.
But we have a president, when we do advocacy, then he tell us do it more.
So the chief and people of the town, the MCs, all of these people should be engaged, because our silence will mean that we are all complicit in this. And it shouldn't be the case that, Mr. President, you ask us to be advocating, and when we are advocating, there is no action.
Yes.
Then when that happens, you are entering into the realms of fanfooling. And we don't want that. We want results, and Disrupt
some
will
of
be
them,
here.
Their stomach are like mine. They are doing blue guys.
We thank you. And Disrupt will be here to seek accountability. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Until we come your way next time, make sure you're a great citizen. We are.
Okay.